solving the cause, tech news on the cruise, never getting lost, dodging cyber snares. We're on that digital wave, no satellite dish, just tips we gave. With the butcher in Auburn, you're never in the dark. Welcome to Streaming Matters, where we leave our mark. The butcher in Auburn in the house, let's go. Streaming Matters, here to drop some knowledge, yo. Talking about cord, cutting out a state that don't, no more cable bills. We got the ways to overthrow, coding facts, we got it all in our arsenal. Streaming game strong, it's time to take control, protect your necks. They say from cyber attacks, we bringing you the news, no fiction, just facts. Cut the cord, yes, time to set it free. The streaming revolution, baby, join the spree. The butcher in Auburn, the host you gotta see. We got the latest breaking news, keeping it real, you see. Naughty bad cries, just a deity. Up the rhyme, the galaxies, looking hell's when the auntie, no all to the pros. The incident, the runty, if your Wi-Fi's weak, we're to amplify. Get you all the streams, so how we touch the sky. The butcher carves the data, open plots the chart. On Streaming Matters, tech wisdom we impart. So tune in, get the app, we're living smart, not large. Say goodbye to those fees, cause we're the ones in charge.
We're live. Hey, so what do you guys think of the new song? Thanks to Beach for creating a new song for us from from the AI sites. What you guys think?
Yeah, I love it.
I love it.
Yeah, I like it. I think you did a really good job with that. That was fun.
You did.
Another one of those. What was that site? Was
that's it's gonna be one of the side of the week.
Oh, is that one on side of the week? Yeah. Okay, all right.
Yeah,
So
so
hang on for side of the week, and you'll be able to find out how he created that song for us. Great time. So what's up to everybody over in our side chat? Thank you for you guys hanging out with us. The first half of us will be talking some of the tech news and the tech topics. Then we'll talk about the movie of the week, which was Swiss Army Man, and we will cover that. We'll talk about that in a few. All right. Is everyone on the panel? How are you guys doing? Thank you for joining. Beach couldn't be here tonight because he had a dinner date, so hope best for him.
Yep. I'm good.
I'm good. It's Friday.
It's Friday. It's Friday, and
What
do you mean it's Friday? I thought it was Thursday.
every day's Saturday for you, Mr. Retired Man. Which I got 3 retired people on the stamp panel.
Yeah.
So what are you waiting for, Dabs?
Yeah.
Mama won't let me retire. This house,
just bought a house.
The house is kind of hanging me in there. What's up, Philip? Willa, thank you guys for hanging and jumping in here. Shout out to Sohail, who was again the first one in the chat. So he is always in there. From our guy from Portugal, never misses a show. So it's awesome to have people in Leon. He's jumping in here. Awesome. All right, so we're going to run through a lot of our topics today because I've got to be gone in about an hour. So we're going to race through some topics and we'll get to everything in here. So we're going to start with the big topic in Telegram right now and all over the place. And we know what that topic is, boys.
Onn Box.
Onn Box. You know, you can't shake a stick without seeing a post about this, and we've seen videos. Super Dell dropped some videos on this maybe on Monday or Tuesday. maybe even been Sunday, but he was able to get his hand on one of these Onn boxes at Walmart before anybody else got a hand on it. And these devices it's a streaming box. It's an Android box, and you're able to watch content just like you would with a Fire Stick or the old Onn boxes, NVIDIA Shield, all that kind of stuff like that. But it comes with some extras. The big thing is it's 32 gigs of storage, where compared to most of our, the Onn box was 12 gigs. I think a lot of sticks are like 10, 12 gigs. Some of them are a little bit more than that, but some devices are only 8 gigs. So this comes with 32 gigs of RAM, which is going to give you a little bit of a snappier interface, Wi-Fi 6, and also gives you hand-free voice control that it's able to pull. And Roger, you were able to get one of these.
Yep, I got one. And
okay, so thoughts?
I think it's a capable device. I've most of the specs that are out are poor on it, but for what it does for $50, it's pretty good. It does all the Dolby stuff. It has Wi-Fi 6. It's the Ethernet. I was less than impressed with the Ethernet, but the Wi-Fi 6 worked very well. I think the Ethernet must be a 10 by 100, like Dave said, because it does say right there it's 10 by 100. Okay, so that's why it was capping out at 100 on my on that. That explains that. But for the average user, I think it's going to be more than capable for your needs. And if you want to use it for like IPTV and use some DVR functions, it's very simple. You just plug a thumbstick in the back of it. And now that Tivimate, which I think everybody should use Tivimate if you're gonna use IPTV, the new interface, it's easy to select the USB for your storage capability, and it's just easy to do. So it plays back well, and for what I've played with it, I'm not going to use it as an emulation machine. I wouldn't play video games on it, but for playing MB or Plex or Netflix, if you have to use Netflix, it should be fine for all those streaming needs. And it's $50 as opposed to a Shield's going to cost you $200. So for a quarter of the price, I think it's a damn good box.
Yeah, because and to me the USB, that looks like that's a 3.0, isn't it? Because this little one's 3.0, so it's going to give you better transfer speeds.
Yep.
And again, most of us or most users don't need as much capabilities as maybe some of us heavier users are going to want to use. So, I can see this being a capable. I think it's going to be very hard to find, because I know that I'm in Super Dell's Facebook group, and I mean, the mugs, they find them, they're like, oh, I'm in this town, that town, but they get sold out just about the time it gets on there. Yeah. So they're only putting a few or a certain amount on the shelves, or each store is only getting a certain amount each delivery, because we're going to find, I believe we're going to find a lot of box sellers, IPTV sellers are going to move to this device.
Yeah, I don't know how you can preset it up though, because you have to it has to be tied to a Google account. So
fake Google.
Well, yeah, I guess
I have a fake Google account, because I have the other Onn Box, and if somebody wants that set up, I have a fake Google account that's set up to it's tied to my other one, but doesn't have a credit card or nothing like that. And what I'm able to do is, if need be, if they didn't sign out, doesn't hurt me nothing, because there's no card tied to it. So there is ways around that. It is, I think a little bit hard, it's a little more of a pain, but I can see a lot of people move into this as the box to sell.
I'm going to recommend my people get it over Fire Sticks from this point going forward, because it's just easier to use for some of the functions that they want to use it for. So, and the voice.
How much? Go ahead.
The voice remote, like you can voice search for stuff in MB, just say Malcolm in the middle, and it pulls up Malcolm in the middle for you. It's pretty cool,
Yeah. Oh, it looks right. Yeah, because there's no other thing there. No way. Okay.
What as Fire Stick starting to lose its flair?
Not here. People here, they got a hard on for the Fire Stick. Everybody, and I'll tell people there's other options, but if that's but it's
how about opposed to a cube? Do you think versus that one?
Well, it's better. It's better because you can about half the people have their only cell phone they have is an Apple product. So if they have an Apple product in a cube, how are they going to pay for Tivimate up until today, until now? But that played into my thought too, because it's so easy to order Tivimate on through Android-based device.
Right.
Well, and when you're using Google Play, which Android boxes do, and the Onn Box uses Google Play, whereas Fire Stick Amazon, you have to go through the Amazon store. Amazon store does not have all the apps that the Google Play store has. No. So that to me is the big plus. It is that you're not locked into the Amazon store in the using downloader and sideloading, which it's not hard, but it's that extra step for some people that don't want to do the extra step. And to me, the Onn Boxes, I have the Onn Box, not the Pro like this one, but the red one. I prefer the interface, the menu, over the Fire Sticks one, and I don't get the ad. Which, not saying they won't change the video ad on Android boxes, but where with the Fire Stick, as soon as it boots up, it jumps into a video unless you hit home. Hit home, it goes away, but still. How long before Amazon doesn't allow you to hit the home button to make it go away?
Right.
Forces you to watch that 15-second video or whatever it's going to be. But on this menu, now this is the latest chart from AFTV News, and this one does have benchmarks. Now, keep in mind with benchmarks, that's not real world tests. They run software on it, and they'll get a number. So sometimes these numbers, one number will look higher than the other, but then in real world, when you figure in all the components on a device, even a device that scores below another device, you may find in real world it actually works better. And so keep that in mind. On this one, so again, the Cube, the Cube has a better CPU than even a Shield. So that's going to be the processor that's bringing up your menus, that opens things, closes things. That CPU has a higher benchmark than the Shield. And so the Onn Box, the new one on this was, so let's say the Cube is sitting at 4,900. The new Pro is less than half of that at 2,000. So it's in the ballpark of a Fire Stick 3, so a normal Fire Stick.
I would say it's just as snappy as the Fire Stick, and I have a Fire Cube 3, and I didn't notice much difference between it and the Onn Box, honestly, as far as snappiness went.
All right. Okay. And so again, you can look at this and kind of judge it, and then we go to GPU. The Shield blows away everybody in the GPU, which is the graphics card, and that's when video is playing. If you try to play some gaming, that's where the Shield is going to just double everybody. So that's where how its numbers kind of go up, and you can see the Cube falls below that by half. Onn Box, let's see, where was the Pro? Down here at 700, so pretty far down on the GPU. But you said you ran some Dolby 4K type of content, and it played
fine.
Yeah. And now, when you were talking to us before the show, you said the only time that you found an issue was when you're trying to do too many multi-screens.
Correct. It struggled at 4 streams, and
the Fire Sticks do.
Yeah, Fire Sticks do as well.
Yeah. So a Fire Stick is right about that. It's when you get past 3, it starts saying, I don't know.
Yeah.
Even the Shield gets funky out in about 6 or 7. You have to have a pretty good PC to run 9.
Yeah, you're right. And my Shield, when I get to past that 6-ish, my old one downstairs, I got hit by some lightning. I get about 4 with it, and past 4, I start getting some issues. So it got hit. I don't want to say by lightning, but lightning struck near where I lived, and I think it came through the Ethernet wire, and
Yeah.
it never Ethernet doesn't work on it no more, and it just is kind of cantankerous. It's why it's downstairs. I actually use my Lark box down there. I've got my Lark box because it runs like a beast down there. So all right. Well, that's the big news on that front. So you guys are going to be seeing lots and lots. I don't know, people over in the side chat, I don't know if they had much to chatter about this, but it's the big thing that everyone's talking about. Again, like Roger says, it is a good device, but don't feel like you have to race out that it's a shield beater. I don't see
it. But it beats the shield because it's cost 1/4 of the price. That's the only.
Oh, that's true. That's true. So yeah, how much the value in it is. So that's good.
But don't try to don't use it as an emulator. That's not what it's for. It's to stream shit, and that's it.
Okay.
All right. Another thing we looked on here. Disney called to remove demonic series from its streaming platform, and so you read through this article. And again, if you guys know all these links that we're talking about on this show, they're down below in the show notes. You're able to read the full article for yourself to see what we're talking about here. But Disney is feeling pressure from a lot of Christian groups about some of the content that's on their thing and kind of forcing them to take stuff down. They're actually a petition right now to remove Twilight and the Twilight series, some of the movies. Mm-hmm. They did remove one of the shows, which was this Pauline, which was a series about an 18-year-old impregnated after a one-night stand with the devil and the little Satan and the little demon. So I remember
show is funny.
I did see these previews. I never watched it, but I'm like, whoa, we are definitely pushing the limits of what we could do here. But Disney removed it, and they claimed it was because it just wasn't popular. It wasn't, getting it, but it was getting some backlash from some of the Christian groups. Tim Allen crashed on it, and it was removed. So what is your guys thinking? What thoughts on with Disney being that we keep hearing that they're so woke, looking to remove, some of this stuff. So thoughts on Disney?
Well, we know how I feel about Disney. Okay, they drive me crazy. Yeah. Between this and them taking away movies, which we're gonna get into later also. Mm-hmm. They're too much. They just think they could do whatever they want. There's something that they didn't create. And then now because they have all that money, they go and they buy it. Now they're gonna say, "Oh, well, we don't want you to watch it."
They've been the 300-pound gorilla in the room for so many years. They don't know how to act any differently.
Well, that's why they got a contract out on me.
Well, it makes me wonder. I mean, again, I'm a believer in freedom of choice. If you want to watch a demonic show and you want to be a Satan worshiper, it's your business. If you want to watch Christian programming and that's all you want to see, and you want to listen to Caleb every day, that's your choice. But I am not. I mean, I'm a believer that you have that choice. You have that freedom. I just don't see the hey, that doesn't fit what we think should be on TV, so you take it off. I don't know. That's a freedom of choice. Let people decide. Now, if it had super low ratings and it got, nobody's watching it, sure, that's the public speaking telling you to remove it because it's not popular. I think it makes me think of comedians when we talk about we want to blacklist this comedian because he made a joke about this or that. Let the public and the almighty dollar decide if that comedian makes it. Because if the comedian pushes the limit too far and people are uncomfortable, they're not going to go.
Job. That's his job to do that, by the way.
Well, yeah, but I mean, if they go too far, and people are like, that's too much, well, then guess what? No one's going to go see him. So again, you let the public decide through Do they pay to see them? Do they buy their content? This is the same thing. If you're taking this content off because we're worried about the Christian right, well, no, you let people decide if they want to watch it. If we want to show Jerry Falwell all day, fine, let Jerry Falwell if that's what people want to see. But you know what I mean? I don't like the right or the left flexing their muscles saying, take that off because I don't agree with it. Well, guess what? Someone don't agree with what you say. So
that's what they do in Iran.
Yeah. Let the government decide what everybody's going to see. And it's funny in a way when you hear people talk about, the left, the crybabies, this or that. And then you read an article like this, like, wait a minute. You're the one boycotting Bud Light. And it's like, there's bigger things to worry about, but let freedom of choice. You let people decide by their almighty dollar. Now, again, if a company goes too far, the public will come back and tell you. They'll show you. So let that decide. I just don't like we got a petition to remove it, so we should remove it. So I think it's scary. That I don't know. It's censoring, and it just I don't know.
I'm not for book banning either.
No. Let people decide. Alvin, we already know how he hates it. This was an article you posted, Roger, about VPNs being not safe, and this is an actual
and never had been safe. Never been safe.
Oh yeah, since 2002.
Yeah.
That there is a vulnerability where a bad actor is able to get into a system and basically reroute your traffic through other servers and see the content that you're looking at or the content between you and the other end. And you have no knowledge as well as the VPN has no knowledge. I mean, this is this article, and I suggest people to read this because, again, I can't cover the whole article. But basically, if they're able to get in on, was it on where you're trying to reach, if I'm not mistaken, is how they can get in and reroute the traffic?
Yeah, it has to be.
It has to do with the DHCP server.
Yeah. And so basically once they're able to get on that, then they do the option 21, which Windows has this a script, but option 21 where it's able to reroute traffic to make your internet browsing quicker, snappier. If there's a problem with, like I say, if a node breaks down, they're able to say, hey, let me reroute you this way so you can continue getting your traffic. But they're able to use this exploit and reroute all of your traffic without you knowing. And the only fix is it gives you this long thing down near the bottom of some things you can do. Running on a virtual machine. I think I had read in here you could run it on a virtual machine was one of the. All right, so networks firewalls can be configured to deny inbound and outbound traffic to and from a physical interface. This remedy is problematic for two reasons. A VPN user is connecting to an untrusted network and has no ability to control his firewall, and it opens up the same side channel presented in the Linux migration. The only thing that I saw in here that made me go, okay, that's not going to affect a lot of our people. The only thing that's immune to this is Android. Yeah. Yep. Windows is susceptible to this without you knowing, without you being able to have any control. Okay. Android, if you run a VPN on Android is safe because it does not have that certain protocol that option 21. Okay. So, I mean, it's not a.
So for the IPTV market, you are safe. Actually safe.
Yeah. And again, with your IPTV, when you think about the IPTV, most people are using an IPTV, or if they're IPTV, they're using a VPN to bypass a geo block.
Yeah.
The people that, if someone was able to use this exploit, they don't really care about if you're watching Netflix in America or you're watching an IPTV stream anyways. They don't care about that. They're caring about
your credit card number.
Bank logins,
Right.
all those types of things. So, people think, oh, I need to be on a VPN to keep my banking safe. This is showing you you may be a lot less safe using a VPN if that's the case. So it's a little bit scary. So folks, read the article. I highly suggest read the article and kind of become knowledgeable about it.
This makes it even worse for people that are using free VPNs.
You would think that. Go ahead, Raj.
I would say it doesn't matter, free or paid. They all have the same vulnerability.
Okay.
Yeah. In the article, that's kind of like it was. I mean, free, it would seem like it'd be easier as an exploit to get into some of, but either way, people thought you're being safer by using a VPN on some of your financial stuff, and maybe you're actually a whole lot less safe.
Yeah.
Because when we connect with to your bank, you're connecting through an HTTPS secure connection. So it's between you and them.
Good.
So, this, people think I need a VPN to protect myself. You're actually less safe. So definitely, please read this, you guys, if you want to understand the vulnerabilities. Is there anything you can do? No. Other than using Android. Don't use a VPN if you're worried about somebody getting your data. But if you're using it to watch the footy, well, then continue to watch it because they don't care about that. They're whoever the bad actors, that's not their concern.
And if you're doing anything financial wise on the internet, always look to make sure you're at HTTPS. You want the S. Anything that, if you're dealing with money, make sure there's an S involved in the HTTP.
And that's almost always default by you guys logging. But Roger's right. You can always look, and if you see that S, HTTPS, then you're
secure.
Mm-hmm. It's a nice lock between you and the bank. Nobody's peeking into what you're doing. Another article here about Disney and the number of Marvel movies being released each year is going down. So hoping that we
told you guys. No one wanted to listen to me when I said they're gonna block all of you guys out of all of your stuff. Disney comes up and they want to spend all that money and grab everything. Now look at you. They drive me crazy. How are they going to cap the number of movies that are going to be released?
Well, they're the ones that make them. They make them.
Yeah,
I know, but they're way worse than a drug dealer because a drug dealer at least is going to give you some of the drug. They're sitting and they're saying we're putting it all in the vault. Yeah. Okay, so now you're going to have all these hoodlums that are going to be crowding around that vault, looking to break into it. Okay,
I think it's a good move.
Well, to be honest, Marvel has become oversaturated. How many movies have we reviewed on our Player Pass, or we've all talked about? Mm-hmm. The Marvel movies have really lost the quality because there for a while their movies were really kick-ass, and then
they were spending a lot of money on making these movies.
Mm-hmm.
Then they had a lot of money. Then they're still spending a lot of money, and then now they gotta pay these actors even more. Mm-hmm. So now they're paying the actors more. Then in the background, we got the whole AI situation. Mm-hmm. What is going to happen to these guys? You're going to have a 12-year-old kid that's going to sit at home and say, "Well, I'll make up my own comic, cartoon, or animated movie." It's going to happen. We know it is.
I'm good with some kid making an animated cartoon thing.
If it's going to be better.
Again, we've talked about the quality. The quality of Marvel has dropped in the last few years. Too much. They were just like there was a superhero. Now I think going and saying a movie a year, I think that's a super breaks. But I think if you release 2 a year.
I think that's their plan, isn't it? 2 a year.
I thought it said 1 a year.
One or 2 a year. they're gonna do.
So it wants to, but I do think that it's a good idea. I think that we're too many. Just get it down, get it to be quality. Take your time, and because it felt like they were just regurgitate the same shit and the same characters over and over. Every multiverse, everybody's got a multiverse, and it's like, hey, let's take our time, write a good script. Take your time. Let's really look through it and see if it's going to have all the things we need. Then release it.
Do you think that these guys are going to really wait, on the script? Because, hey, they've been pushing all these other ones out.
Well, now if they're only going to do 1 or 2 a year, then they have time to sit down and look at the script.
You're going to have to hope that the best ones float to the top. You would hope.
They might not.
It might not, but I do think we've gotten superhero
overload.
Oh, well, I've always been on overload with it.
Yeah, because it's
like I like a comic book, but it's so bad, the stuff that they've been writing, and nobody knows anything about what a regular movie is anymore. And we'll see what happens, but trying to lock stuff up in a vault.
Yeah, but in this article is not talking about locking it. It's just saying we ain't gonna make them.
I know they're not going to do. I know they're not going to make it. Yeah.
But hopefully, if Disney's going to have to make other stuff, because if they're only going to give you 1 or 2 Marvels a year, it's got to be something else. I hope it's not a live action of something that's been out already. I mean,
right.
Like that's the other template.
But look at what else is there that Disney puts out that you could say that was a good movie. It's only family movies. But none of them are like, oh, well, that was the best thing since sliced bread.
Well, the next one, you will find out what's coming out, because they say that the next movie is Deadpool and Wolverine, which is coming out in June.
Yep.
Right.
That's Marvel.
And that's going to be it.
That's going to be
That'll be it for the year. Right.
I wouldn't.
It said February was the one that said February was going to be. So Deadpool, it says right here, July 26th, and then Captain America sequel was going to be February, and then
the following year.
Then Thunderbolts was May of next year. So,
so they're saying 2.
So I was looking to see. I was trying to show.
Yeah, I thought it said they were going to do 2 movies and 2 series a year. I read that someplace.
Okay. But
it might not have been this article.
Yeah, it could be. Yeah, I do think it's you're right. It says and the volume will go probably 2 TV series a year instead of becoming 4 that they've been,
which is fine with me too.
Yeah, I'm good with it. I was trying to look to see. I was going to look through and see what's some of the latest Disney movies I can say I liked.
Well, I haven't liked one in a while. I mean, I like them because I'm a comic book guy, but they weren't great, Let's see, Madam Web, not great.
Oh, that was terrible. That was terrible.
God, what was Miss Marvel? Not great.
Not great. It wasn't horrible. It wasn't great, but
what was before that? Mobius, not great.
Oh, that was terrible.
The Eternals, not great.
That was.
So, the last Thor movie was horrible.
Yeah. So the only thing good about that was the kids. I did like the kids when they were using their stuffed animals to blast things. I thought I was like, that's fun. That's neat.
But the Doctor Strange movie, not great.
Multiverse.
Yeah.
All right. We'll jump over here to so as we like to give you the news about subscriptions going up. Oh, Max is going up. Cinemax Max app is going up. So
that's HBO Max, isn't it? Is that
HBO Max? Yeah, right. You're right. Yeah, HBO Max. I'm sorry.
That's so weird. They did that. That's the dumbest marketing move ever.
Yeah.
Right. Right. Because is Cinemax even around anymore? Because I don't know. I don't watch.
It's still a channel. It's on my IPTV.
Yeah, I think it's on there.
I don't know why they would take that name like that.
Yeah, that's the dumbest marketing move ever. They had HBO Go.
Yeah.
And everybody was using that. Everybody knew what the hell that was, and now they changed it.
Right.
Yeah. Well, that was when they picked up Discovery.
Yeah.
Remember when they picked up Discovery, they
Yeah.
became Max.
Yeah.
So they're going to go up. The cheapest package that you're going to be able to get from them ad free was going to be $15.99. Starting what says early 2023. So prepare for that at any time. So that will be going. And we're going to see these things going up, and we've talked about that. It's going. They're all going up because all these companies have jumped into this arena, and it takes so much money to buy content, to get all of the hardware, getting the infrastructure going, and they need to be charging more. So they're charging more to make that money.
They don't need to be charging more.
Well, they don't need to, but
we know they're making enough money.
Well, so they're going up in it. And so this plays right into our next topic.
Yep.
About the CEOs. So this is an interesting article talking about CEOs, and we wonder why some of these companies continue to go up, and the salary that a CEO gets compared to anybody else that works for the company is almost mind-boggling. But we all work for companies that our CEO was making millions, and we're there struggling for whatever we're making. So this article here, and again, check the link down below for you guys wanting to get some information. It actually has some salaries in here. So good old Bob, let's see, $31.6 million.
That was last year. Who knows what he's going to make this year?
$31 million for a year. Why?
That's crazy.
Why?
And they have the nerve to smile and say, "Well, we're raising the prices."
Yeah,
$1 or two.
Again,
that's where it comes up. Remember, what was the last week we were talking about? Well, I wonder how much
Yeah, because Disney
when you look
was
at
just
everything that they're going up the buck or two. How much is that really for them?
Well, not even that. A family of four, try going to freaking Disneyland.
No,
right? Forget it. Oh,
right.
Yeah, you're going to. So this is. I like the way that they gave this. So $31 million. The average employee compensation is $54,000. So if you figure up, it takes 500, almost 600 employees to equal his salary. Yeah. So you mean to tell me he's worth 600 employees? You know what I mean? It's just it's crazy. So we'll go down here because we'll go past. Here's Warner Brothers, $49 million. Crazy. $49 million. Now they do have their median age or median salary 171,000, so it's 230 or 290 employees. But again, CEO of Warner Brothers, almost $50 million in a year. $50 million.
Million.
Netflix. Here's our boys. Netflix. And so you got to figure this is two. So you're paying two.
No, and it's still three.
Now,
because Reed Hastings is still, he's not like up in front anymore, but he's still in the background saying this is still on mine.
Now, if these are the guys that actually had the idea to stop password sharing, maybe they're worth a little bit of that 59 million or 49 million. But I doubt they were.
I'm sorry. There is nobody worth 49 million.
No.
I see. I'm sorry. Athletes, I see them. No, you're not worth that. Movie stars, right. No, you're not worth that. I'm sorry. The
doctors, nurses,
yes,
maybe.
Yeah.
Pay someone, but it's like we're in our society that we are so screwed up. We're willing to screw over the guy that's working beside us that's making the same amount, or maybe he's making 20 cents more than me. Well, SOB's making 2020 cents more than me. You got these guys that
Yeah,
I'm the guy.
But before, presidents were or CEOs of companies were based on an X amount more than the average salary. Let's say that $54,000, you multiply that by, 10. That's the salary of the CEO. Now there's no limit. The average salary, it stays the same, but the CEO is always going up.
Yeah. And I mean, not up by a little bit, 11%. Let's see, what was up? I saw something, 42%. Oh, he went down. So he went down a 1%. I mean, this guy, 26% raise. How many people do you know got a 26% raise last year?
A year.
26% in a year. No, most companies like, oh, we're going to give you 1%, 2%. Maybe some companies, we're going to give you a 4% raise. I'm someone that doesn't make a lot of money. So it's like 4%. Okay, yeah, we're giving you 50 cents. Comcast. So, yeah, it's.
Is that the one there, the guy from?
This is,
UFC?
this was, oh, no, I didn't go down to UFC yet. So Fox Core. Look, we always talk about Rupert and all the money he makes.
Yeah.
He's low compared to. He's low compared to some of those other guys. This is UFC.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Yeah. Yep.
Oh wow.
Oh man.
83 million.
Yeah, I guess I'm so happy I pay so much for all those fights.
Well, they got UFC and the WWE.
Yeah. Wow.
And a whole bunch of other shit too, but
an increase of 340%.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that was probably when he bought
picked up the UFC.
Yeah. Well, no, and he picked up WWE this year too.
Yeah.
So, woo! Wow, $83 million. I mean, who? I'm sorry, I don't want to be a communist, but who needs to make that much more money than anybody else?
Well, we need to tax them appropriately in this country.
I mean, come on now, that is just fucking ridiculous. So, all right, Apple, 63 million. He took a cut. Look at that, down 36%.
They couldn't sell their phones there for a second.
Yeah, they're losing the market share.
No, not in the schools, the high schools, boy. Them kids love an iPhone.
Yeah.
Younger people, anybody under the age of 30 love an iPhone. They love it. Look at here. We always bad-mouthing Amazon. What the hell? How did he only make 1.36 million?
What's his name?
Jeff takes all the money.
That's true. You're right. Yeah, Jeff. Yeah. Do we have Jeff on there? No, you don't have Jeff.
Nope, not going to get you. Jeff makes so much. It's just ridiculous. Just the amount of. There's a website for it that shows just for you just to say his name. How much money, he's made. It's ridiculous.
Well, I mean. Yeah, we knock out, but this is, folks, you guys can check this out. This is interesting information. To get an idea when we talk about, the Warner Brothers raising the prices and this opener prices, how much of that if you had a fair salary, and I mean, I know you're controlling the company and you're making those big decisions, and all these people depend on you to make the right decision, but. I don't know.
They're still making the wrong decision. You can still be making the wrong decision and still make that money.
10x above your median salaried employee is God's plenty.
Yes.
It's just not right. So
but imagine it. Even if they retire, or even if they quit, even if they're fired, you still take home even more money. Because it's marked in the contract that they get so much money if either one of these objects comes up.
You're right.
It's like that one I put out the other day about with Google employees. Their spouse will get, what was it?
1.5
years. 10 years of
service.
Of half the salary.
Yeah. It was like 1.5 times their salary for 10 years or something like that. Instead of
and the kids get $1,000 a month for a month.
Yeah.
Till they're 19. It was 19. So I was like, wow.
Yeah, that's for just regular employees. So at least they're looking out for the regular employees. Here we got another thing, which is Dell warns of a data breach. 49 million customers allegedly affected. Data breach, and this is for anybody that has a Dell computer, and who doesn't put all your information if you bought a computer and you putting all that information in there. There has been some leaked data by them, $49 million or 49 million customers.
I think it was mostly for like the asset tag, the email and person's name.
Oh, okay, yeah, name,
address,
physical address, your hardware.
Yeah.
Okay, sir. Okay, so.
But still, it's out there. You know what I mean? And
Don't buy pre-builts. That's the answer.
Yeah.
right.
Don't buy the pre-builts. But that's okay. I just bought myself an HP, so I'm okay.
Don't buy those either.
I'm good.
Nope.
I'm just joking. Streaming is coming more like cable. And this article talks about how a lot of people cut the cord. Why did people cut the cord?
Because of the bill.
Because of the bill.
Yep.
The cost. Guess what? You're not just paying the cable company all that money now. Now you're paying all these apps because
these other ones.
we've talked about it on this
Yeah.
show. How many apps that people have? And it's like 6 to 8, wasn't it, that they're paying subscriptions for?
Yeah.
Is the average? And
soon they're all going to be a 20 spot a month. They're
easy.
Yeah.
Yeah. And because, because we talked about it last week, Netflix has phased out the last low end basic ad free. So you're either going to get ads at the price you were paying before, or you're going to have to jump to that 20 plus to be able to get content. And when we talk about all of these services, all these subscriptions, 20 here, 20 there, 20 here, 20 there. If you only had 4 subscriptions, that's $80 just every month. And that's just for whatever those services are and what they offer. So people that thought they were saving money by cutting the cord now are just, instead of giving it just your cable company, now you're paying it out to several companies to be able to get the content. And you may not even be able to get the shit you want to watch.
Right.
You're going to see the rise of the pirate hat. It's coming back. A lot of people are going to be wearing
that. The pirating hat has grown leaps and bounds from people asking questions because they're like, I can't pay this no more.
Yeah.
Be it if they're paying the cable company or they're paying for all these subscriptions. And what are people going to do? Because when they see that Mr. Smith next door is paying, a fraction of what they're paying, and Mr. Smith gets all this
everything
content, and they're like, "Well, wait, I want what Mr. Smith's got." So we're going to see this moving up, and as people's bills continue to go up, and we're talking, it's tough times out there. Go to the grocery store. You guys know.
Oh yeah.
I mean, it is tough because your salary is not matching the amount of cost up for everything. So,
what? Who's on a salary? I'm retired.
Yeah. And you're lucky you get that 1% a year or something like that. So yeah, it is getting tougher for people in the streaming services because the cost is moving up. And the other reason why people moved to streaming was that you got the content, but we didn't have ads. Remember?
Yeah.
Didn't have ads.
Well,
how many of these services have ads now?
No.
Most of them.
Most of them, unless you pay that definitely over
$20. Yeah, they're going to pay unless you're paying that over.
Yeah,
but
the super.
Otherwise, who has anything without any commercials now? Are there commercials on Hulu?
There's a commercial tier. Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
There's
no one is going and being like how Netflix was originally.
Not that I can think of.
I mean, unless you're getting the top tier. I mean,
Netflix no, I'm talking about not having. I'm talking about someone who has no tiers. There's no one.
No, they've all went to tiers.
Yeah, I think they all got tiers now
because they saw Netflix pulled it off.
Yeah.
Well,
And
Netflix just pulled off no password sharing. Guess what's coming to the rest of the industry?
And it's all been happening. Yeah. I mean, that's where
Plex.
Yeah.
Plex, everyone, Plex.
Oh man. Well, I'll have a beer as soon as I get off the show. It's again, we've said this before on the show. Most of the people that watch this show are pretty knowledgeable. we don't on this show. We're not talking to too many brand new cord cutters or people that have no idea. Most of the people I know, we recognize the names over there. These are people watch the show all the time and they're saving money. But again, this is for when we talk about these topics, it's so that you become more educated, you're more knowledgeable. So when you are talking to your friends and your family members, and they're talking about their bills or this or that, how you're able to say, you know what, maybe you should try this or that, or hey, how many subscriptions are you paying for? Because most people, the easiest thing for most people to do is to continue doing what they're already doing. That's the easiest thing.
Yep.
So getting someone to change is sometimes a hard push, but hopefully people on this show become knowledgeable enough to say, hey, I'm looking at my mom's bills. My mom's retired, she's at home. I'm looking through her bills and I'm looking at how much she's paying, and she really shouldn't be paying this much. I need to call the cable company if she's got cable, get that reduced, because that is a real thing. Or say, Mom, we need to get rid of these things and we need to come up with other solutions that we talk about in the show that can help you to save some money. So public
you have
safety.
to wear one of those. You have to wear one of those funny hats. So
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I think more and more people are like, is it worth it? Yeah.
Yeah, because no end users ever got in trouble. It's the suppliers that get in trouble.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. The end user just all of a sudden it was working one day and it's not the next.
Yep.
That's basically the gist of what happens for an end user on these kind of
I was so happy to renew my RD yesterday.
We pulled you into the RD world, kicking and screaming. The man would not sign up for RD. Oh well, I'm not. And now you don't miss paying that every 6 months. You make sure to pay that one.
Oh yeah.
So it's been either 18 months or 2 years that you've been an RD member now.
Yes.
He will not let it
go
expire.
No. I always renew it at least 2 weeks before.
Yeah. And just make sure to use your fidelity points.
Yeah,
that's another thing.
I do.
Some people that have RD and you've had it for a little while, there are fidelity points. Be sure to renew those. 1,000 points is 30 days free.
Month, yeah.
So make sure to renew them. Sometimes people have like 4,000 or 5,000 fidelity points. Make sure to use those.
Got more than that since I've been on Plex.
I still have RD. I use it every now and then for stuff.
For what?
Grabbing a torrent here and there.
Oh, okay.
Awesome at grabbing torrents.
Yeah, it is. It is.
It is awesome.
But I don't got time to hunt like that. I got so much other stuff coming in.
For $40 a year, it's a good torrent client.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, that protects your neck too. So.
Yeah.
We got a thing here for Amazon Prime giving away free logo Star Wars games. So if you have Amazon Prime, check it out. You're able to get Clone Wars and be able to play it on your device. I think Blue pulled it up and she says, "Did you know Star Wars is on there?" I was like, "What?" And she goes, "Yeah." I was looking at them like, "Oh, is that with Luna?" This and that. She goes, "No, it asks you about your controller. It gives you options, Bluetooth controller, this or that." But they are offering some free games, so get it, put it in your library, and even after this month is over, you'll still be able to play it from the descriptions in here. So it's so check it out. Free games. We got a couple because it's time for Auburn's sites of the week.
Yeah, why not?
Hold on a second. This show is not. This is real show. We pay high dollar for the graphics here. We got here, Ob.
Well, no, not this one. The other one first.
Oh, okay.
It was
this one.
Yeah, this here is the music one that we spoke of in the beginning of the show.
Okay.
That's the one that Beach used to make up the AI music for our new song for the show.
And this one doesn't have limits. You can make 1,000 songs a day if you want to.
Yeah, there's no limits on this one. So, I don't know
to give a gist, people will. Well, first you got to sign in. You create an account, and it's got some stuff. But you put some key tags, or you put keywords, or stuff that you want in the song, and then you pick what type of melody, or how does that work?
Yeah, I think
unfortunately, I don't know.
I think you pick your genre, and you can either give it keywords, or you can put in, if you're a lyricist, you can write the lyrics and it'll just put music on your lyrics, however you want to do it, But it will use AI to create lyrics for you as well if you give it keywords to use.
Okay. Yeah. So Adino? Udino? Udio?
Udio.
Udio. All right, so we got that. And the bonus side of the week is our stoolanalyzer.com. Tell us about that.
That one, it will analyze your stool. So basically, it'll ask you about the color, what it is, if it's, long clumps or whatever. And it tells you all kinds of information about your stool.
How in the hell are you finding these sites?
Listen, hey, Andrew, I don't have as much time as I need to, but but when you come across certain things or people send them to you, it's good to pass it along. You never know who could use it.
Floating, not sinking, bad. All right, stool analyzer. So we got all kinds of safety tips here. So in case there's a fire in your house, here is a way to get some oxygen through the toilet.
Before you flush or after the flush?
I would go after.
Okay, so stoolanalyzer.com. All right. Do we want to go ahead and spin the wheel before we...
Let's
do
that.
I'm sorry.
The list of... Yeah. There we go. All right. Just so everyone knows, we got Andrew with New Life. I have Story Avenue. Dabs has Godzilla -1. Eddie has Rustin. Roger has Snack Shack. And The Beach has June Part 2. And before you spin, Todd, I just, we have so many movies up here. And I know some people want to always have another movie to watch sometimes, like, or you might have watched one of these already. What we're going to do in that, in the PoP movie room, the movie vote room, we're going to put in any movie that we take off of our list, maybe. Okay. And then this way, the movie is going to be there. So you'd say, oh, I want to, watch something that I haven't seen before. It's going to be there, and you can still vote on it. Okay. And we'll let people vote on those movies. This way, it's a quick place for people to go and say, hey, let me see how this movie was, whether it was good or bad. All right.
In our Telegram rooms, the Player Pass Telegram room is a great place if you want to talk about movies, you want to talk about TV shows. Feel free to chime in and, hey, I saw this movie. What did you guys? Did anybody else see this? And again, it's a great place to just talk movies and TV shows.
In the PoP votes room, there's a section there that you can leave a comment. When you go to vote, there's going to be it says leave a comment. So this way you can talk about that movie also. So just so you know, it's there. We want to try to make this easier for people to find out about a movie. If you really hated it, you could go in there and say, listen, this really sucked, or it was pretty good.
It really makes me think of the Stool Analyzer movie. Okay. So, all right, we're going to spin the wheel so we can get on because I've got to be jetting here in just a second. All right, let's spinner. Spinner, chicken dinner. Now, Eddie's kept Rustin on there for how long?
Yeah.
When are you picking a new movie, man?
I am after this one.
Okay.
So,
like Dune Part 2.
Roger. Yeah, Dune Part 2.
Come on, Godzilla.
Oh no. It's
That's
Dune.
Dave. That's Dave, not
That's
me.
Dave.
That's
From,
Dave.
that's
I was
Dave.
looking for mine was Godzilla. So for next week, we need to watch Dune Part 2. If you've not seen Part 1, watch that first.
You should watch it.
Yeah, both good movies. You need to watch it because it is a story that you need to follow along. It's going to be kind of lost if you just jump in the middle of it. So Dune Part 2, it is in all the places that you're going to want to find it, paid or not paid services. So Dune Part 2. And
as a matter of fact, I think because I'm a big Dune fan, I think I'll on Wednesday I'll do Part 1, and then Thursday will be Part 2.
In
Maybe
big
I'll
screen.
do that
You're going to do that in big screen. So if you have an Oculus, folks, jump over there, big screen.
I might do that with you because I only started watching a little bit of Part 1. And I haven't watched the rest.
Okay.
All right. Let me go ahead and we'll jump over to PoP with no music.
Okay. No music.
No music, so we get to hear you.
Oh, okay, hold on. I just got to move all the other stuff around here. Hold on.
And we're off.
We're off.
Yeah, and we're off.
Are you're jumping out? Or?
Yeah, I got to jump off. Roger,
okay, Roger, you want to put yours?
Yep,
Let me stop sharing my screen. Let Roger pull up.
Can you see it?
Yep.
Okay, yeah.
There we go.
Okay.
There we go.
I'll make
Let
you
me
big
just
there. Well.
Yeah, I'll make them big. Let me just also get some of the other stuff here for the movie.
All right. Well, while you're looking at that, because I got to go because I got family coming over here.
Okay. All right, Todd.
Enjoy the fajitas.
Yeah. I will. So my thoughts on this, Andrew.
Yeah, go ahead.
I'm gonna say hi to Andrew because I was.
Hey, son.
This movie fucking sucks shit.
I heard you laughing in it.
Oh my God! Yeah, you're laughing.
There are some giggles in this.
Oh yeah.
And Roger is all. If it made me chuckle a couple times, chuckling does not make up for the gas-filled fucking movie that this is.
Why do you think I had that side of the week?
Oh yes, it was crap. Oh my God, that guy. I mean, how many fart jokes can you do in one movie? I mean,
listen,
it was just one long fart joke.
Yeah,
oh my God. So Blue and I started trying to watch this. I say try because she gave up in 20 minutes. And she says, 20 minutes, she goes, I watch a lot of bad movies, Todd, but she goes, if you continue to watch this movie, I'm going downstairs and I'm going to watch something else. She goes, I don't care if I watched all of it or not. I can't watch anymore. She goes, this is stupid. I do like that it's an independent directors, independent movie, all those kind of artsy fartsy. I'm gonna use that in there.
Yeah.
Artsy fartsy kind of stuff, and I get that, but I could not get into the movie. I understand with the dreamings and all the filming, but could I enjoy this movie? No. Would I watch this again? No. Would I recommend this to a friend? No. Would I recommend it to someone I don't like? No. I only watched it because Roger made me watch it. And I did not watch it if this behind Daniel Radcliffe. What was his Akimbo Gun Hand movie, which was
Guns Akimbo.
Guns Akimbo could have won an Academy Award compared to this movie.
But this was his favorite movie. As you see right here, Daniel Radcliffe had stated that this is his favorite film of his.
I can't help it. He got dropped on his head as a child. I don't know. The word that you were supposed to use in this movie a couple times, he's retarded. I can't. 3 times. You're not supposed to say that word. I mean, there are parts in this movie that are kind of like, that's cute. But I couldn't make up for that if I did not have to watch that for this show. Because I watch the movies, I watch them all the way to the end. Even if I hate it, I would have stopped at a good 30 minutes in. when he was water coming out of his mouth and the guy's catching it with a cup
and drinking it.
in his superpower human whatever.
Yeah.
No, this is no. No. So Roger, I love you, man. But this fucking movie.
Listen, Todd. At least this is the only movie that in history to have a feature credit for a fartist. Okay.
It's definitely not for everyone.
Yeah, but Roger, you wanted to hear the comments on this movie. You're getting it.
All right. Yeah.
I'll say this. This movie was so hard to watch. It was harder than his dick was in a couple of these.
That was hilarious.
Yeah. So that's
they only did it in 22 days.
Yeah, you could tell.
It shows. It shows. And again, love that it was an independent art. Guys, love that. And I love that they were like a community of guys, people that made the movie. But no. So, hey, love you guys. I got to go because family and all. But, hey, I'll watch the rest of it tomorrow. I'll watch the rest of the show tomorrow. So.
Okay.
Yeah, have a good one.
It won't take that long, because, I'm running things. I don't have much to say.
Oh, I know. I'm sure someone else has got something to say about this.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. But listen, just read this one here. They tried to get sponsors, and the only person that said yes was Hostess. They couldn't get anybody to put any money into this movie.
Gas X, they could have used maybe a Gas X could have gotten in on this one.
That would have been funny if he added a Gas X tab and he gave it to this guy and it stopped. That'd be marketing. Right?
I know it lost me when he rode Daniel like a jet ski.
I thought that was hilarious.
I went like this. I went.
Oh, that was funny. Oh,
all right.
Man.
Hey, I'll talk to you guys later.
Okay.
See you, Todd.
Have a good one.
Bye.
All right. Okay, guys. Hey, Eddie, how did you feel about the movie?
Oh man. The movie started up. Okay, the opening shot, where he's trying to hang himself, and he's looking. All of a sudden, he sees the body, and then he kicks himself out. He's hanging himself.
Yeah.
I said, okay, this is a good intro. So after that, it was download all the way. Oh shit!
God.
Yeah, I couldn't believe this movie. I said, and they're giving it a 6.9. I said, what?
Yeah,
no way. Hey, I'm just wondering if they're going to make a Swiss Army Man 2.
Yeah.
Well, he did get away in the end. There's a possibility.
Yeah.
Well, this one's nearly 10 years old, so I doubt it.
Yeah. Hey, Rod, you want to go through some of those picks there?
Yeah.
All right. And there you go down there. Yeah, you go.
Oh yeah.
Well,
another thing that I found out in this movie, okay, he found him on the beach, right? How long was he, hanging around, carrying him around, and the guy still hadn't started to rot.
Yeah.
He's well hydrated. Because every time he starts throwing up the water. It's like a water fountain, You just punch on it and start filling up your glass.
It's hilarious.
No, there was some good jokes in there, but I wouldn't recommend it to nobody.
No. Okay. Andrew, how do you feel about this thing?
Well, Roger, I'm so sorry, but
I didn't think you'd like it, Andrew. If that makes you feel any better.
Yeah. We're shocked that you actually completed it.
Yeah.
Did you?
One second. I'll be back you carry on over, and I'll be back in a second.
Okay. No problem.
Okay, Roger, tell us why you liked it.
Because it makes me giggle. It makes me giggle, Ed. From the fart jokes to the boner compass, to the water coming out of him, and just the title's funny. You look at the title and say, "Why the hell? What does that mean?" Well, it means that he took the place of a Swiss Army knife. He had so many different useful purposes. When he needed water, he gave him water.
No, he
when he needed
didn't.
food,
Yes,
Well,
he did.
you know that one scene where he did all the like different things with them to build the bus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, this is where the Swiss Army knife part of it comes in.
Right.
This movie, like, there's so many things. Like, it had a couple of fun laughs in it, but it was just so many things that annoyed us about it, and most of it was due to the story just being all over the place. Like, first of all, I thought, oh, we're just starting straight away with this guy like about to hang himself, but then he sees Radcliffe's body. I was like, all right, so we're not going to get into how he got there or anything. We must be going to get into that like in the like during the as the movie goes on. But you don't really find out. He just says he ran away. And it's meant to be on an island, and then all of a sudden it's not on an island. He's in the woods, and it's
He's
like
on the mainland.
Well,
he's on the mainland. And
he rode Daniel Radcliffe to the mainland from the island.
The mainland.
did he?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was a fart. It was a
Oh,
fart.
I must have just been like lost in the bloody madness of it all. When I did see him riding them, but I was just like, fucking hell, that's Jesus Christ.
It's jet ski.
Jet ski.
Oh, he did ride him, but then he like lands on like another. It seems like he lands on the same island. You
seemed
can't
like
at
it, but
first I thought, is he just hallucinating it or what's going on? What's happening? That's what I was getting confused at.
Right.
And then it's kind of like this quirky, funny buddy movie, and then like near the end, it kind of like switches to like it tries to turn the story into like more of a finding like making a self-worth type movie where like somebody like everybody cares, like everyone's got someone, at least one person that cares about them type thing message. But it was just kind of like muddly and all over the place. It was just really hard to follow. I mean, it did have some really funny like bits in it, and there's some silly bits, and if you just look at it from that point of view, then I guess okay. But it's not like if I wasn't forced to watch this, I wouldn't be going, oh, I'll continue. I would like Todd said, I probably would have went, yeah, I've had enough of this, and then switch it off.
We figured you were going to switch it off.
Yeah.
No. I said I would watch it. I was up really early. I was hot. I was really tired this morning when I was watching it. So maybe that's what pulled us through. I was surprised I didn't fall asleep though.
I think it's more fun to watch with people because the first time I watched it alone, I giggled and laughed several times. But when I watched it in big screen with everybody and we were all laughing, it was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun. Now there were some people in big screen that didn't like it, and I knew people weren't going to like it when I picked it and put it on the wheel. I wasn't but I knew. I said there was going to be some giggles in it, and there are some giggles in it, and I like stuff that makes me laugh. It made me laugh.
Yeah, but Roger, also when you put it on the wheel, you said, you'd be happy to hear the comments on this movie.
I am.
I didn't like. It's weird because I didn't hate it, but I just didn't think it was good.
I thought Daniel Radcliffe did an extremely good job of acting. He's a great actor.
Actually, I do agree with you on that. I think actually the two actors did okay.
Yeah.
But it's just like they're trying to make chicken soup out of chicken shit with that story, with that script.
Well, that's the funny thing is because they never even those directors never saw that other movie,
Weekend at Bernie's.
Weekend at Bernie's. Did you see that one, Andrew? Weekend at Bernie's.
It's the original dead body.
You're breaking up. I can't hear you.
That's hilarious.
That's funny.
I enjoyed it. I thought the cinematography in it was beautiful. There was some very, very beautiful shots in it. It's even shots that had nothing but garbage as props. It was still beautiful in the middle of a redwood forest. Beautiful, So.
I was just thinking, if I would have recommended this to my kids, they would say, "Hey, Dad, it's time we take you away somewhere."
I'm just trying to get some of the side chat stuff in here.
Redneck didn't like it. Willa didn't like it.
No.
I never watched Guns Akimbo. That was
No?
No.
How did you not
That's
watch that
actually,
one?
I think it was before I started the show.
Was it? Okay.
Yes.
Well, we'll have to force you to watch it then.
it's actually, yeah, it's for what it is. It's silly, but
Yeah.
it knows it's silly, so it's actually quite fun. You actually think you would really enjoy it, Roger.
Cool.
It's silly fun.
I'll probably enjoy it then.
Yeah, I mean, if you like this movie, it's
Yeah. I mean, most of the movies that I put on here that I know you guys aren't gonna like when I put them on have a theme. They're usually really weird movies like this. Like
You know what Guns Akimbo is? It's the Harry Potter. It's the Potter version of like that Harry Potter one you posted with the guns.
Okay, well I'd probably love
It's
it
Harry
then.
Potter with guns attached to his hands.
I'd probably love it. I would probably love it. If it's
Yeah,
strange,
I
I
do.
like it.
It's
Yeah,
strange. You need to watch it. I
I
can't believe
do.
you
I
didn't watch
do like your choices sometimes, Roger. I like how you mix it up. It's just I just like this one is like I said. It's just the story just seemed a little bit all over the place, and that's what was
It
bad. That's
was.
what I didn't like about it. But the rest, the acting was good. Like I like the whole idea and the message that we're trying to get across was a good message.
Yeah,
It's
I
just
think so too. It's just
yeah,
weird, and I like a good indie movie, and this was
yes.
obviously an indie movie. I don't think they spent a whole lot of money to make it,
think so. I don't think so.
and I'm sure
It's
they didn't.
definitely not a really bad movie. So
No, it's not a horrible movie, and it made me laugh, and it's goofy, and I knew it would let us have shit to talk about, so I'm glad I picked it.
Yeah.
Okay.
and
Me.
actually, sorry,
No, go ahead.
just one last thing.
Yeah.
Daniel Radcliffe is actually quite funny.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It's got to be hard to play a dead guy. It's got to be hard, because the
Mm.
first 25 minutes of the movie, he was just a
20
corpse.
minutes. He didn't say anything. Right.
Yeah,
Yeah, he didn't say anything. And the thing is, they had digitally cut out his breathing and his eye blinking.
yeah.
Yeah.
So they did quite a bit with this movie. There was quite a bit going on in the background of this movie. I personally thought it was pretty funny, and I liked it. I don't know how many people I can tell to watch it, but I know I have someone I can tell to watch who would like this because it's someone who does like Daniel Radcliffe,
Mm.
big time. So when you got a person like that, you got to say, hey, you got to watch, him do this, especially since it's Daniel's favorite film he's ever done.
Yeah.
So that means a lot. If you ask me, for everything else that he's done, he's been acting since he's a child,
Yep. Since he's
you know,
8 or 9 years old.
right? And this is the best thing he's liked. So I like I said, I gave it
A play.
a play. It's I can't even say it's a soft play because I was directed to watch it.
And
It's
we laughed
my
really
first big
hard,
break.
Aubin. We
We
laughed
did. I
really
know.
hard.
I was cracking up. I was cracking up, and to know these other things that there's a artist that
Mm.
making the farts for the movie. Oh my gosh, you can't beat that.
Mm.
And Dave liked it as well. Dave gives it
Yeah,
a
yeah,
play.
you like it. Yeah, he gave it a play. Believe it or
For the
not.
same reason that I liked it. It made him laugh. It has laughs in it.
Yeah.
And if on a sitcom, if the sitcom can make me laugh once every half hour,
Mm.
I think it's worth my time to watch it. Now this movie made me
Once
laugh
and a half hour?
once or twice a
No, I
half
need
hour.
twice a half hour at
Yeah,
least. Yeah,
Mm.
I don't think just one is gonna do it for me.
but this movie had 5, 6, 10 different laugh points in it.
Mm.
Yeah, yeah, it did.
So
It did for me also. I'm just trying to finish up here on all the
oh,
other.
I
Oh,
didn't do I didn't do a
just
very good job at this either.
I thought this was funny. Despite being billed third, Mary Elizabeth Winstead did not appear in the final, not appear until the final act of the film, with and her screen time amounts to just 5 minutes, and she
Yeah,
was billed third. That's funny.
yeah. And her role, I mean, her role is very important because they talk about her the
Yeah,
entire
by every
movie.
time. Yeah,
I
yep,
mean,
yeah,
look at that picture of Radcliffe. Look at that face.
yeah,
I mean,
yeah,
that's
yeah.
that's comedy. That's
He
funny.
must have he must have had a good time doing this.
Yeah.
No. Oh, it's also funny. This marks the second time in a row Mary Elizabeth Winstead last line of the film is the word fuck. First time being 10 Cloverfield Lane,
Huh.
2016. Both in the same year, no less. Wow.
It was nice that they got some closure with his dad there at the end as well.
Yeah. 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 Uh, he didn't speak for the first 20 minutes of the movie. Yeah, that
That
was
face.
funny.
He did a great job. He really did. Because
Yeah.
there wasn't much to work with in this movie, and he made me laugh a lot of times.
Mm-hmm.
This
Okay.
discovering the
Yeah.
compass.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so now I guess what we need to do is we'll just vote here on the side chat
Okay.
first. Not on this and in here in this the four of us here first, and then we'll take a look at the side chat.
Okay.
So we know Todd was
A
a
pass.
pass.
Yeah.
Andrew, what was it for you?
Yeah, sorry, I'm also a pass.
Okay. Eddie
Ed,
I'm a pass also.
is a pass. Okay.
it's
Right.
a
Raj
play. It's definitely a play
is
for
a
me.
play.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
I'm the
Okay.
one that
Shows it.
And a
yeah,
play for me
and a play
and
for
a
Dave.
play for Dave. So we're at 3-3 right here.
Yep.
Right.
Yep.
Okay,
Yep.
on the panel. Okay, out on the side chat, let us know here. If you got plays or passes here.
Got Nucky's a play. Willows and Redneck are both passes.
Okay,
That's the only two that voted so far.
okay.
Leon's voted in
Love
Telegram. It was a pass for the old fellow. Leon, I heard you laughing.
He was. But just because they laugh doesn't mean. Hold on, guys. It's not Andrew's birthday. Oh, well, that's the
Oh,
other
it was a
Andrew.
different
He,
Andrew,
different
Okay,
Andrew.
all right. You know, hey,
not the real
here,
Andrew.
not the real
Right.
Andrew. Not
Well,
the
Fake
real
Andrew.
Andrew.
there's
Yeah,
more Andrew. There's more than one Andrew.
There's only
yeah.
one Andrew. There's all the pretenders. Yeah, I like that bit with the when he was doing the cinema thing, scene with
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was funny.
that whole bit where they were in the ditch when they got away from the bear. That whole bit was the best bit. Like,
Yeah, with the bear bit him on the ankle. Yeah, hilarious. I think the funniest thing in the movie is when he got the boner in front of the little girl.
Yeah.
My gosh.
no,
Okay.
everything poops.
Everything poops.
So here was a pass.
I did
Okay.
like how they were doing. I don't know why were they doing the Jurassic Park theme song.
Listen, hold on. I'll go back to that
I
because
think it was just a running theme through the whole freaking movie.
no. If you were able to read the things that I put out there before,
You did. I did see something about Jurassic Park, but I think you were clicking through them quite quickly to get through.
Yeah, I know. I'm clicking through them quick. I gotta see if I can find this one now. There was one about that. The reason why they were doing those. There goes one of them. This was referenced frequently throughout the Army. Timothy Ulrich, who plays Preston, appeared in Jurassic World 2015.
I don't know who
God, that
president
was
was.
2015.
Yeah. And I know there was another one also.
That little girl's cute.
Yeah, she was. She was a cutie. I can't find it here now. I don't want to have. Oh wait, Nicholas. The Shadow Theater. Wait, is that the right one? Yeah. Nods to Jurassic Park, Say Anything, and others. But when Daniel Radcliffe saw the Superman one, he thought it was a Harry Potter reference.
Huh,
That's
strange.
funny.
I knew it was Superman as soon as it showed up. That's weird.
Yeah, I saw the Superman too. Yeah, but he thought it was for Harry Potter. Figure that.
It's like
Okay, let me just
Titanic,
check.
Superman,
Uh,
E.T., Jurassic Park. God, I can't remember what else.
okay, 8 to 12. Okay, out in Telegram, the voting is 8 to 12. 8 plays, 12 passes.
I'm surprised it got
Yeah.
8 plays. That's crazy.
Yeah.
It's more than you expected, Raj.
Oh, for sure.
I'm trying to find the. Sorry,
Because the acting wasn't
I don't.
terrible, it was just the story.
Yeah, the acting was really good, I thought. Really good. The story
Yeah.
is weird and discombobulated at times. I
I
give you
just don't
that.
know what the message was supposed to be.
Okay, hold on a second, guys. I just want to do the pass.
Any poop in there?
Yeah, I think there was.
Everybody poops.
Everybody
Yeah.
poops.
Yeah, everybody poops. Sorry about
Now, I don't know that I'll watch this show again because I've seen it twice now,
Mm.
but it was fun both times I watched it.
Mm-hmm.
Right, I'm like jet ski.
You said 8 to 12? What did I say? 8 to 12 before, guys?
8 to 12,
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay, just give me a moment. Yeah.
I'm surprised how many people watched it. That's 20 freaking people that I made watch this show.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the original island.
Oh, right, so that's the original one, right? Okay.
Yeah. See, this is how he tells how he got stuck. Yeah, Andrew, I figured you missed that part too. It was just
Yeah.
that was a piece of garbage that was floating at the beginning.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And I wish that I had more time to read all of those.
Yeah, it was
because
hard to read.
when it was hard to read them.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's just my age and it takes me a while because between stuff like that and how many of you hate when you're watching a movie or a show and they show someone text something back to somebody and it's like they make it's so small that you can't see. It's like trying to look over somebody's shoulder to read the text, like why are you doing that to me?
Yeah.
I hate that. I absolutely hate that. But that was our movie this week. We'll
Sorry.
have
sorry, but not sorry.
no. Don't be sorry. Don't be sorry, because hey, this is why we're here. To watch good or bad.
Yeah.
Next week should be good.
Yeah.
As much as I
movie.
can't stand Zendaya, but because everyone knows how I feel about her. Anybody have anything else they want to talk about? Any other shows or movies?
I don't think I've watched anything since Fallout finished.
I'm sorry, what was that?
I don't think I've watched anything else since I finished watching Fallout.
Oh, okay.
I really want that to come back.
You like the Fallout?
I did enjoy it, yeah. I'm looking forward to season 2.
Did you play the game, Andrew?
I had Fallout 3 years ago, but I never completed it.
Okay. I don't think you necessarily need to have been a fan of the video game to enjoy that TV series.
Yeah, that's true. I started watching Dune part 1 the other week, but I think I just ran out of time, and I never got back to watching it. But I'll watch it in big screen. I don't mind. What is it about her you don't like? Just the bad acting.
Yeah, I don't think she's a very good actress, honestly. And I don't get. I mean, she's far from ugly, obviously, but I don't see that she's. I don't.
Exceptional.
I don't get the fuss. I don't understand the
not
fuss.
at all.
She's far from ugly, but
yeah.
Even for me, she needs to eat a Twinkie or something.
Yeah, when I've seen Zendaya was in it, I was like, oh, okay. I know her, but I don't know. I was going to watch it, and then I seen actually Dave Bautista was in it, and I was like, I actually like Dave Bautista.
Yeah, I like Bautista.
He's a pretty good actor.
Yeah, he is. I like her a lot. I like Timothée Chalamet. He's one of the great actors of that generation.
Mm-hmm.
Kid can pull off some stuff. And he's
dreamy. Andrew, have you even watched the original Dune or not?
I doubt it.
Of course I haven't.
No. Okay. No, you should. If you like this, you should go back to the original.
Yeah, but we already played Dune Part 1 on Player Pass.
He's talking about the one. He's talking about the one from the 80s, Ed.
Yeah.
Okay, excuse me.
Yeah, that was.
And I wasn't doing the show at the time that you did Dune Part 1. Okay. Or I didn't watch it.
No, I don't even think we did.
I thought we did Dune on the show. I thought we did.
Yeah, I don't think we did. It might have been like one of those weeks when we were, was watching a bunch of stuff.
Could be.
At the time, I think that's what happened with that one.
I remember talking about it.
I remember talking about it also.
But it's not on your list of.
No, it's not on the list. No, right. It wasn't like a. There's no YouTube show for it or anything.
Maybe it was a pick that didn't get picked.
It was what?
Maybe it was a pick that didn't get picked.
Could have been, I guess. Could have been.
Yeah.
But I could have swore we talked about it on the panel at one. For one
I'm
show.
sure we saw it because I voted. I didn't like it. I give it a pass.
I thought so too, Ed. I thought so too because I remember talking about the little helicopter spaceships.
Right.
And the worms.
Whoa, you're going to have Orban going crazy now. He's going to be backtracking through all the records.
No, listen. I'm so far behind and so many other things. There's no way I'm getting to it. I just can't. I can't. I got too much Plex stuff to do. I'm so far behind. All right. I can't wait to watch this. I'm glad I'm going to do it on Wednesday also.
Yeah, I'll be there for part 1. Yeah, I'll be there for part 1 and 2.
Okay.
I finished watching Clarkson's Farm this week. The
last one's dropped last night, I thought.
Yeah, last night. I watched it last night.
Okay.
It's great. I love it.
I watched Clarkson's Farm season 3 about the pigs and the sheep.
Yeah. Don't say too much because I just started the show and I really like it.
Yeah.
In case if none of you know, I've been hooked on all this farming stuff. Not like I'm farming here, but I feel bad for these farmers. How hard that they work. People don't realize, what it takes to get, the
food to the table.
Yeah,
I enjoy farming stuff. I've subscribed to a channel that's all just about farming.
Yeah.
Yeah. White House on the Hill, it's called.
White House on the Hill?
Yeah, it's just this family.
From the UK?
No, they're in America.
Oh, okay.
There's just this family that years ago started their own farm.
Well, there was a big ruckus about a Swedish company called Northvolt. They were installing a battery supplier on farmland. They confiscated the farmland, and now they're taking all the trees and everything down, and they're going to build a battery factory. $7 billion or something like that.
Wow.
Where's that at, Ed? In Canada?
Yeah, near Montreal.
I didn't realize you had farming near Montreal.
Oh yeah.
What crops do they grow up there? That's so far north.
Well, you get everything. Family farms. They're not big farms. They're family farms.
I gotcha.
Roger, you got another plate in the chat.
Okay. Oh, I did. Who was that?
No, we can't tell.
Oh, Scott. Quick.
Oh, okay.
He just finished it.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, great.
It still doesn't change the final ratio.
No.
It's nice double figures.
Yeah.
We'll see if we could find another person to vote in there. Oh, he didn't vote in the other one. Okay.
Well, gentlemen, I am weekending at work this weekend, so I'm back in at work tomorrow morning at 6 a.m. So I'm gonna have to go to bed.
All right, night, Andrew. Good to talk to you, buddy. Sorry to wait
bro.
an hour and a half watching my movie.
Well, the bonus was it wasn't over 2 hours, so I think I would have hit it. So it wasn't that bad.
All right, take care, buddy.
No problem, guys. I'll see you Wednesday night.
See you Wednesday night.
Have a good one.
Okay. Hold on. Quick actually wants to jump in here. So we'll hear what he has to say about this.
Cool.
Give me a minute here. Well, give him a minute or two to get in here. Trying to think what else I've watched. There was something else I just watched.
I finished Palm Beach or Palm Royale. I finished, and it ended very weird.
Did it?
Yeah, it got picked up for season 2. So.
Hey
guys.
Hey, Greg.
Hey, how you doing?
Hey, I'm sorry. I was literally just watching it and I missed the beginning of the show, and I love this thing. It was great.
I thought so too, Greg.
Oh man, it was so fun. It was the ending, everything, the music. It was just so much fun. It was exactly what I needed when I needed it. It was great. I loved everything about it.
I did too. It makes you laugh, and that's what I'm looking for.
What I kept thinking too is I felt like this was, and I realized when it started, it said produced by the Daniels. So I'm guessing this is just what I imagine in my head. 2 best friends, right? This conversation starts about maybe farting in front of each other or something.
Yeah.
And it develops into this really deep personal conversation about friendship and life and death, and they just happen to be filmmakers or actors, and they created this movie, and I love it. I love it. Thank you for putting that up there. And
it's art fart.
It is
fart art, I guess.
Yeah, fart
it
art.
is. Just feel good. It was just feel good. It felt really good. It felt, you could feel the friendship between the 2 actors, and it was just fun.
Yeah, I think so as well.
But there was a lot of deep stuff too.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, that was it. There was some deep personal, it as light as it was is as deep as it was as well. So
Right.
That's it. I appreciate the opportunity. I sorry I was late, and
glad you liked it, Scott.
Yeah, thank you for putting that on there. I'm glad that I would have never seen that. I'd never even heard of it.
No, nobody would ever watch this movie if I didn't tell them to do it.
No.
And, none of us that have watched it this week would have never watched this movie. And I knew when I picked it that some of you were going to hate it. I just knew that, but I made you watch it anyway. So there.
Yeah. Just so everyone knows, tomorrow there is a UFC event. Starting early at 4 p.m. is the prelims, and the main card is at 7 p.m. And it's the Derek Lewis against Rodrigo Nascimento
Yeah.
from Brazil. That ought to be a good fight. Tomorrow. Joaquin Buckley is fighting also tomorrow night. So.
Yeah, he's always fun to watch.
Yeah.
If you guys don't know who Joaquin is, he did the spinning. The guy caught his kick, and he took the other foot and spun around and kicked him in the face and knocked his ass out.
Yep, that was incredible. That was absolutely incredible. That kick.
Was there anything going on tonight?
Yeah, I think I'll jump in to big screen tonight. We'll find out what's going on.
Okay.
I haven't had a chance to look yet, but there'll be something.
I'll be there.
Okay. All right. Anybody else got anything else to say?
I don't this
Before we
week.
end this? Okay. Yeah. And Eddie, you got anything to say?
Yeah, I'm trying to find I seen a trailer on TV this week. A new movie coming out with Samuel L. Jackson and what's his name? I forget the other name. I'm trying to find it.
You know the name of the movie, or?
It was a short name. I'm trying to find it on IMDb.
Damaged?
Huh?
Is it Damaged?
Yeah, I think that's it.
Okay.
What is it? Yeah.
That one there?
That's it. Yeah.
Okay.
When is it supposed to come out?
It said 24. Let me see if I can go back and see when exactly. It doesn't say.
Let me check.
There's no rating on it.
It's going to be a Prime Video, so it'll be available on our alternative sites the same day that it drops.
Well, what's the rating? 4.6 or 6.6?
That's 4.6, but I don't think you can trust these ratings on IMDb.
No.
It should be. It came April 11th into. Hold on, wait a second. I already got it.
You do?
It's on my thing there already.
It's already got. Oh, there. Thanks.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
How you doing, Eddie? Good to hear you.
Yeah, thanks.
Did you guys? I'm going to go back and watch the beginning, but did you guys mention the Quiet Place, the new?
The new one? No, we didn't
Yeah.
mention it yet, but yes, I know that it's coming out. I know that Andrew is happy for that one because he loves The Quiet Place.
Yeah, I hated both of them already.
I know you did.
I hated both of them.
I know.
I just saw the trailer. I know it's like there's a big expectation behind it. I just wasn't sure if it looked pretty cool, post-apocalyptic or active,
Yeah. I'm trying to think if there's anything else. And I don't know how many of you watch Chicago Fire, but Iman Walker has just left there.
Yeah.
So that's another cast member that's left that show. Like they just lost like 3 or 4 people.
It is really
shocking
popular.
to me. It is. I love the show. I really like the show. I watch it. You guys know me. I watch everything. In case you don't know, Deadliest Catch is coming back.
Yep.
Yeah.
And what else was there?
Power Book 4, I think, is coming back.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
The Chai starts again this weekekend.
Oh, does it? Oh, that's
Friday.
great.
Yep. Friday, the first episode drops of part 2 of season 6, or whatever season.
Right.
Sweet Tooth. I don't know. Sweet Tooth is coming, I think, June.
Oh,
I don't know if you guys watch that on Netflix with the little kid with the horns.
Mhm.
I just couldn't get into it.
Oh, Sweet Tooth. Yes, I do watch
Yes,
that. Yes,
yeah,
yes,
the
yes.
new season of that's dropping soon.
And I think it's the final season, isn't it?
Yes, yep. They did a full like 5 season right and
Yeah.
beginning to end, which is always cool.
Yep. It's a cute show. If you haven't watched it, it's well worth the watch. It's fun. It's
Yeah,
some
to
of-
be fair, Auburn, I started watching that with Serenity. And Serenity was Roger. Roger, how long ago did that come out?
oh god, it has to be 5 years ago. Four, at least four, at
So
least
that
4, maybe 5.
Yeah.
so she's 9
Yeah.
years old. We started watching it together, so that got me through the beginning.
There's a show that out that Nookie's been trying to get us to watch. The Faceless Lady. I don't know anything about it, but
It's only available on Quest. You have to have a headset to watch
oh, okay. Then I don't know why is it showing up on. No, it'll be out there on the K app maybe because
But
I
it's
see it
3D.
here on.
It's a 3D experience.
Oh, it's a 3D experience.
Oh, okay.
Okay, all right, no problem.
Is that one of those Eli Roth?
Yes. Yes.
Okay, got it.
But she said it was good.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'd like to
she
check it
really
out.
liked it. Yeah, it's 180. Oh, I know one that I started. The Tattooist of Auschwitz.
Oh, how's that? It looked
It was
good.
good. The first episode was great when I watched it, and I'm like I think I have the second one came out I think Wednesday or something. I didn't watch it. I can't wait to watch it.
Is
But
that
that was pretty good.
is it based on a true story?
I believe so.
I believe so. Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah. The
At least
Tattooist of
derived
Auschwitz.
from actual events,
Yeah. Yeah. There was that Beacon 23. I don't know if
Yeah.
it's out yet or if it's coming out.
Yeah,
But that
it
was
started and
pretty
it came
good.
back.
It did come back. Okay.
And it's weird.
Okay.
I like it though. I like it.
Mm-hmm.
It's good sci-fi. It's only one a week though. So
Okay. Yeah.
Anybody know when Gold Rush is coming back?
the Parker's Trail is supposed to start next week, I think. 2
Okay.
weeks.
Yeah, Parker's Trail, but not Gold Rush.
No, they do that rotation. Whenever Parker's Trail gets over, then Gold Rush will start
Oh, okay,
again.
yeah, right.
And they didn't film Bering Sea Gold last year. They didn't film it at all.
No.
Yeah, so there won't be a Bering Sea Gold this coming season. Emily Rydell has a YouTube channel, and she's kind of doing like her own version of it because they all got fired.
They all got fired?
Well, that's what she says. Discovery hasn't canceled the show yet, but they didn't film it last year, and they haven't. Remains to be seen whether they're going to film it this year. So, so as of now, she's fired.
Okay.
So
yeah. Go ahead.
I don't know. I just heard the guy that got Disney to do X-Men 97 was fired for having an OnlyFans.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, yeah.
That's more that Disney bullshit.
Yep.
Okay.
Disney bullshit. Yes, sir.
Holy crap, man! You see
that's been a controversy for a while, for about a month now. That's been a controversy. Have you guys watched X-Men 97?
Yeah,
I like it.
I've been watching it.
It's great. It's freaking great.
Yeah. Okay.
I think that's all. Hey, Charles.
Yeah, hey, Red. I haven't been watching the Knicks. I've been watching the Rangers.
Oh, me too. You should let me know. We could have met up and watched the Ranger games, but good. I'm sorry. You can wrap it up.
yeah, we'll wrap it up. We'll have a little quick after show here, and we'll see you guys next week. Like I said, we'll do Dune Part 1 on Wednesday, Part 2 on Thursday, and we'll review Dune 2 on next Friday. Uh, Hope to see you all then. Don't forget to vote, like, share, subscribe. Anybody guys anything else to say?
Nope. Nope.
No.
Thanks.
All right. All
Thank
right.
you.
Thanks everyone.
Good
Good
night.
night.
Good night.
Night.